Okay, no, we cannot say that on camera. No. Okay, alright. Hi everybody! Thank you for joining us again here tonight. Lots of things have happened over the past, it's been a couple weeks now. I hope everybody enjoyed the big game. We certainly did. Thank you very much, Ron Hall. Wow, all the way from Columbia. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Got quite a few things going on. But first of all, what we usually do is to say hello to Eagle 1J. Coder 96. Oh, whoops. Wow. Well, looks like they don't have that quite fixed just as of yet. Well, Just.TV is still missing, still messing with a couple of things here and there, so hopefully that everything that you can see here tonight is going to come across okay. So, Powers USA, thank you very much. Yeah, that did happen too. Peyton's walk of shame. Yep. DeCosted, I believe told the Dib if you're on tonight as
Greg.
well. Yeah,
awesome.
So. Thank you, everyone. Unfortunately, I can't read out your names, but thank you very much for joining us here again tonight. So we are printing, and we've got a lot of announcements tonight,
really?
And a lot of, oh yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, something you didn't tell me.
Well, shipping is one.
Woo, that's a good thing.
The S word, but it's very, very good stuff there. And
go Hutch, go.
And there's been a few changes, a few design changes that have come across that look very, very promising, even more promising than right now. And Carl's got quite a bit to talk about tonight when it comes to that's the reason why I wanted to try the new software out with that.
It's called motorboating.
Yeah, and it's working perfectly. So yeah. So without further ado, here's Carl.
Good evening. Greetings from greetings from the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
I may not seem relevant to some of you, but to me it feels very nice. A little bit of trip action here. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to have a week to recover. Nice to have a week here at home. Los Angeles was very, very. It was good. It was good. It was a great show. I saw quite a few of you people there. Appreciate very much you taking the time to come and to talk to me. And we always like the interaction from everybody. So, without further ado, we'll just bring you guys up to date a little bit. On the software firmware, it's been nice to have several days. The snow turned out to be wonderful, and several days to just really focus in on it. Made a lot of progress on it, and we're now testing the firmware, and we're testing on multiple machines. So cross the fingers and make sure that since I fixed all these other things, that I didn't break anything new. That's really what we're trying to make sure of. And we added a ton of new features. I think you guys should. Those of you who haven't used the HYREL very much won't know it. Those lucky few of you that have been our early shipping guinea pigs, you will see some big, more user-friendly enhancements to the firmware and to the software, mostly from the HYREL side of things. We did things like better recipe management, easier to export and import recipes, easier to duplicate your software on another PC. So you just click, it'll zip it up and put it right on your memory stick. You walk over and stick it in and install it on your PC. It just makes it easier for you to be able to clone these installations so that it's convenient for you. You'll find that you got a powerful computer there at your desk, and you got a not quite as powerful computer sitting at the printer, and so you're saying, I'm going to slice it while my printer's printing something. I'm going to work on my next item, and you will enjoy the comfort of your favorite computer that way. Just something comes up with every person we've done so far. Everybody has gone and installed on a second, third, and fourth computer. Well, it's a good thing we don't charge for every seat on this thing. So, So that's one
Very
thing.
true.
The other thing is now that I've been back from far away, Vietnam, our machinist was gone out of town for a couple of weeks with old family issues. You know what it is a lot of us are reaching that age where our parents are starting to be a burden. And
Not you, Mom and Dad.
no, I was almost said except for in Hutch's case because his parents are amazing. But so he had to go out and take care of in-law and came back with amazing stuff, which I can't say online because I'll get arrested. But just know that somebody was really looking after their Second Amendment rights somewhere. That said, he's back and he did more in one morning than I got my guys to do in 5 days in Vietnam. And I just thought we'd show off a little of that. And that, we're always on a quest for improvement. We are printing reliably now with the current head design. So we really aren't playing with that much. But one of our goals is to implement the higher temperature and the 3mm now. So everything's stacked up like 747s waiting to land. And yeah, you get a lot of airport illusions for me because I'm still in airport flying around the country mode. But the idea is that we wanted to make the MK1 easier to assemble and easier to isolate. Now I realize there's a couple guys out there that have made these entirely out of stainless steel. And there's some real merit to that, there's no question. But then you got a thermal gradient you got to deal with, and some of the other materials wouldn't play nicely with that. So we still have a thermal interface zone and the ability to cool right on up to the last couple of millimeters, so that basically you go from not room temperature but 20 degrees above room temperature right into the melt zone, the fusion chamber. So I'm just showing you guys that our genius machine shop guy had no problem putting the right M12 threads on here. This head screws right on like that, and I just converted this to 3mm. So I also convert it by changing these components, screw on a different end, to our high temperature nozzle. So I think that we're very, very pleased with it so far.
Oh yeah.
And if there's anybody that wants to be part of our 350 degree C test program, give me a shout, because I'm going to select 2 or 3 people out there that I know will give me positive feedback that can handle the materials appropriately. They won't die from fumes or something like that. And I would be glad to put you guys on the guinea pig forecast for these guys. I'm sure that they will be perfect from the beginning, but just in case, it'd be nice to have someone else break one once in a while. You can kill that job if you want. It's just noisy. What speed are you running at?
2,500.
So you sped it up.
Yeah. So
You know what? It made it through. Yep. Sorry, everybody. You just got to hang on a second. So,
yes.
I just changed the speed back down to 1 inch a second.
Yep.
I'm printing it again.
Nice.
It's a lot slower.
Oh yeah.
Makes some pretty ugly sounds.
Yep.
Let's see. What else was there that was this? The hotheads continue to be the more difficult part of our manufacturing. Hutch is getting better and better, and our suppliers are getting better and better, and Davo is getting better and better. So the machines are going together. A couple more went out the door this week, and we have queued up 14 right now, which will probably not all go this week, but we're really trying hard to get 9 of those out. And I know everybody's going, am I on that list? So if you give me a second, I will just look around the corner, and we do have a list which we have not put online, but has been stable for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So
Say hi, Spencer.
Hey,
see,
how's it going?
Sunday night, they're still working in here.
Right.
Spencer, if you wouldn't mind scooting back just a little bit so people can see what's underneath you, over there on that table.
Oh my God, what are those things down there?
Oh.
Are those toolboxes?
No.
They're printers.
Yep. There they are.
Okay, so I'll give you the names for the System 30s in the order they're scheduled to ship. SRF is David Park.
Yep.
Yeoman, you know who you are. We just say the Florida guy. Kavan, you're number 3. John Hubbard, you're number 4. And First Robotics in Seattle is number 5.
Yep.
Dominican Republic's number 6.
Yep.
And then we have David DaCosta,
Yep.
Aldia Boas, Joshua Demore, Mateo, and Kevin Schumacher. Those are all System 30s.
Yep.
On the engines, hey, nice. You marked one of them off. I like it.
Yep,
Good
yep.
job on that one on Friday.
Yep.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. Yep.
Yesterday. Unity Christian, Dr. Lee, Tim Schneider.
Yep.
Chris Creel.
Yep.
Bill Heimiller.
Yep.
David
Mr. Heimler.
Kibble.
Yep.
Wow. Something Froggen.
What?
Number 8.
Oh, Nicholas Feldinger.
Oh, of course. I knew that.
Yeah.
And is that Carol Matthews?
Carol Matthews, and then Timur Anwar.
There you go.
And Timur, after we talked about the last time we got all together, please message us or email us and let us know what it is what your final decision is. Oh,
We're confused.
yeah.
We have so many wonderful conversations about upgrades and downgrades and side grades and lunch at the Thai restaurant. We can't remember what we said. So.
Oh yeah. And just for those people who are looking at those other 5 that we've been showing for the past week after week, we've got quite a few more.
Where did those come from?
That yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So
they're looking good.
yeah. They
Anyway,
are looking good.
we are not quite, but right at the 20th printer.
Yep.
Which sounds really bad, but you know what? It is really bad. But I'm going to say there's a lot less pain in the last 2 that went out. So let's see how this week goes. I continue to stay on the firmware. That's my job, is to try and get that perfected. I make so much progress when I'm working on just the code, and I make such frustration when I'm kind of unplugging the mess I made. So fixing the thing I broke has been the worst nightmare. For those of you that are in coding, you can probably appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
That and keeping the sheet metal house and the suppliers. Chinese New Year is officially over, and we have received emails from everybody today saying they're back in business. So that's good. Yeah, I think that's the big thing. I don't know if there's any other item of incredible import. It's been it's very productive.
Very productive week. Yeah.
I think we've all gotten a lot done. The next batch of 100 boards are ready to go. They've actually been manufactured, but they're ready to be assembled. So we're scheduling that in at Shenzhen. We just ordered. So in case everybody's wondering, we ordered 100 extra printers, System 30s to be exact. We're going to split them 50-50. 50 of them will go to Vietnam and 50 of them will come here. And we're going to do parallel builds, but we've ordered the parts for an extra 100 printers above and beyond our current workload. And we're doing that because we're really serious about catching up. So it won't be today. It won't even be in the month of February. It probably won't be until the end of March. But sooner or later, we hope to be seeing the light of day and a lot less snorkeling on a daily app.
Oh yeah.
It's great. We're having sales, and we're really trying to be upfront with everybody that would still struggle for us to deliver. It's not a struggle because we're idiots. Well, that may not be true. We might be idiots, but we're not total idiots.
Yeah.
The idea is that we're just trying to get it right as possible. So everyone's patience has been so appreciated, and backing and positive reinforcement's been amazing. Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Even from everybody. So thank you so much. On a good note, one of the units that was shipped last week was received on Thursday or Friday. It went to Finland.
Yep.
And we got a very nice email from them saying, thank you so much for including the things you did. We were able to print. We wouldn't have thought to put the Aquanet in, and we can't get it where we are. The glass was another thing. So I'm just saying that it went in, it ran. David Gaipa, who should be online, he's always online.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
He received his printer, and he printed in the first few hours both ABS and plasticine. And he was able to print something that looked impressive enough because he tricked everybody. He took it to work, and they were very surprised that he could do that. So again, it's getting smoother, and that's really what we wanted.
I'm sorry they messed with your plasticine prints.
Yeah. Poor John Richardson, he was one of our first guinea pigs, and I think he has had to go through every learning thing that we've gone through.
Yeah.
Him and Greg. But Greg already knew how to print, so it wasn't that. It's just Greg now knows how to repair something that got broke by UPS. And yeah, it's a small family. We're enjoying it.
Mhm.
We're making progress.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
How about what we got here? Any questions up here?
Let's see. Oh, hey, aren't you glad I'm not asking you that question anymore? From Eagle and Jay. Yes.
You know what, David? We have a lot of favorite guys, but you're in that favorite group. I don't want you to think you're the only one that's our favorite, because that would be wrong. But
Yeah.
you are one of our favorite guys. We love hearing from you. You keep us going sometimes when you don't know it. But if we hang up on you, it's just because we're so tired we can't talk anymore.
I had to had to print another one of those domes because I kept smushing it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, you know what they look like, so you just got to go with that. All right.
Oh, Yeoman asks, what about the volcano?
We gather here today to witness the marriage of firmware and machine, plastic and glass. I like this guy. He really has his pros down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. He sent us something. What's this? Kind of feels like we are waiting for a concert. Nice. I don't know what sure that is. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was just reading to see what's going on. I think that's it. You know, tonight might even be a short broadcast just because we're still working here, actually. But if anyone's got any new questions, I think we've stacked the deck on the shipping. And I should have put a picture up or something of that. We have it now neatly on the board, and it's really helped everybody get focused. Now we know whose printer is going to who again, and that's a nice thing to have. I'm trying to think there was some other... Oh, I did have something else to share with you guys. What was I thinking? I have the first of the production Emo 25 HPs. And this is working so good, we are considering just making it the standard. And I think we will. So the reason for it is we got a chance to get a really good supplier of these direct reduction motors. And I don't, when you guys work with a stepping motor, they tend to hammer a little bit because they go donk, 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 donk. And so we run in microstep mode, and it really makes a difference. We're running 1/16th step per step, which means every revolution on this is 3,200 pulses. Well, more importantly is, instead of going donk, 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 it's just very soft. And so we were very delighted to be able to test this this week, and found it printed extremely well. I was so pleased with the torque and the control from it. It is strong enough to actually twist the bearing rail. So that is to the limit. It will not permanently twist it, but it was enough that you could see it flexing big time. So I think this is a very good amount of gear reduction and still gave me the reasonable speed we needed. So we're looking to make this the de facto standard. Tomorrow, or later on tonight, I'll be talking to the Chinese where I bought this from. They gave me a reasonable price, and the quality of the gear reduction head is actually quite good. We're very pleased with the quality of the mechanical part. So, other than that, it's very similar to what it was before, but now it is more awesomeness. And I have just learned something that is wonderful. We had one little issue because we shortened the end of this up. We now have more travel on this, and I see now that if I move this back 2 screws, I get the additional 15-20 millimeters that I was looking for. So final, that's what it's going to look like. By the way, this will work great for the chocolate. And now what we are doing is putting the final details on the volcano, and we have the sauna model, which I'm not supposed to tell anybody about, but that one is one for up to 55 to 60 degrees centigrade, and that will work great for chocolate and marzipan. If you're watching out there, we have Ron over in Holland wants to do marzipan, and I'm actually quite all over that too. So I thought you guys would like to see that. what else? I think that's the big technological advances that we've made this week. They don't seem like much, but you know what? They're a little. What's the right word? They feel good because they feel like they're a final solution to something. I still don't feel like I have a final design on the MK1s, but I feel like we are homing right in. So we have the little family, the parts are modular, we just pick on the ends that we want, and then we can move on to the dual material in one head, which
like
is
that.
already been prototyped. And it works off the same design, it just has 2 screw-on exhaust pipes. So, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun to see how that comes out.
Let's see.
Well, we got new questions there.
Let's see a few questions. The Ninja Flex recipe due date. We'd love to see HYREL wiki or forum, as you know, where HYREL users can chat. It's coming.
I think you can actually go to the beginnings of it right now. Am I mistaken? Is it HYREL3D.wiki?
Guys, give me just 1 second, and
I think .net.
we've been working on a couple of things in the background. So give me just 1 second to get.
That's in between dart games, you know. I mean, we can't work too hard.
You're right. And if I have the right address, then I will post it in.
It's with a W.
No, it's.
I know.
I keep on hitting that. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
You know what?
Nope. What?
Well, unfortunately, Dable was playing to see what looked at different pixel sizes on the grid views.
Yeah.
So that's going to
Like I said,
confuse them a little.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's not
It
quite
actually
ready.
is there and it's live, but it's still being played with. So as soon as it's ready, we'll send a link out to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you want Jay? You're a dog.
Yeah, you go in. Oh, why did you post it? There's nothing there. So. All right. Thank you, Jay. So to answer your question, Ron, the Ninja Flex recipe due date, we have something that works as of right now, but we've noticed that when it comes to extruding Ninja Flex, we've got to be. Let me say this: the very first couple of layers that we have right now work fine. Beyond those layers, it starts to get a little tricky. So give us a little bit more time on the recipe, and we'll have it dialed in, and then we'll be able to send it out to everyone. But for right now, I would say due date wise, I can't give you one because of how crazy everything is going on right now. So, yeah.
We've made arrangements to hire a full-time print engineer. He will be working in Vietnam, but under our direction. He's supposed to write up, take pictures, everything, and he will. The ad goes out on Monday, which is tomorrow, or like it's in 6 hours. And supposedly they're going to hire him during my next visit, which is in 3 weeks.
Yep.
So at that point, we will have a full-time test person, and I'm looking forward to having that.
Yep.
But this is some good questions here, though. You know what? Keep pounding us on the Ninja Flex, because that's one that we have skillfully avoided, but at the same time, what we have printed so far has worked good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we can pull off. Obviously, it's real rubbery substance, so holding a 0.5 millimeter wall, 20 feet tall, probably not going to work out so well. It'll probably have some swim to it and wobble during the print. But you know what? I don't know. I've got the tube software, so let us see what we can come up with. I'll write a custom G-code generator for that. I want to write some arcs and see what we can do with just making a cylinder out of it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I've been meaning to put that in the program anyway, because that way we can have something that's less than 16 jogs to an arc. Maybe we'll make 255 or something like that.
I think that'll work. Yeah. That'll be much better.
Okay. So the next one is a good question about the Caltech and pictures. You are, first off, is DeCosta. Absolutely everything you've said, every conversation we ever had has been 100% correct. You are on the money. You've got tons of printing experience, and every suggestion you make, we listen to with both ears. So appreciate it very much. You know what I mean?
All right. Nice, Spencer. Thank you.
So the last of our indentured servants is just leaving now. Thanks a bunch, Spencer.
Thanks, Carl.
You did good. You did good. Made us proud.
Thanks.
So, sorry about that, David. We have the wiki, and we are loading lots of stuff on it right now. Little polishing on the text because we're not. The guy who's doing it is great, but he is not getting it perfect the first pass, so he's changing little pixel sizes and things like that. The text fonts in some grid views. So we're trying to make a grid view for you so you can just see this material, click to see the video, click to see the recipe, click to download a sample, a G-code that you can actually do a sample print with. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it so that you can have a successful slice and a successful print from a known model. After that, you're going to be more on your own. So when you start doing those inverted overhang banana things, you're going to have to suffer a little bit. We can't print the impossible, just the preposterous. So, exactly. So that's kind of the way it's being structured. Hopefully it'll be like simple examples, and that should point you where your next step should go. This week is my goal to release some code along with the firmware to show you guys how to switch heads during your print. And now we have enough people out there that is becoming a daily question, and it's appropriate. I've printed with multiple heads, and I don't mean multiple objects that are identical. I printed one object with multiple colors, up to 3 colors, in a single build. And I haven't done 4 in a single build yet. You're thinking of 4 identical objects. I've actually tuned up with getting my spiral stacking colors on top of each other one night.
Okay.
So it's not tough, and I'm actually tweaking the firmware a little bit to make it even easier. So you can put in an offset for the head, and it remembers it. Then you just tell it, go to the head. You don't have to worry about the offset. It's automatically stuck in the X and Y. Okay. So to answer your question about the Caltech guys, I met with the Caltech guys that were doing industrial design, but I was not very